if you're not in the Google Club, bleh, if you're not in the cool club, people act above you. Did my stream lag? Hold up, let me check. Let me make sure I'm still here. I think I'm still here, chat, right? Okay. Okay, I am. Cool. No, no, wait, my clips. Did my clips? Oh, I think I lost all my clips, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I think I lost all my clips. No. Twitch is overreacting. It has a culture of constant purity test. I don't know what that even means. What do you mean by purity testing? I think gatekeeping happens in a sense. Oh, I don't even. Whoa, whoa, politics, yo, politics is crazy. But I thought people thought Kick was the one that's about politics. Honestly, the platform has favoritism, only promotes their own streamers. Like you mean like if they're only streaming on Kick? Is that what you guys mean? I think when it comes to Kick, right? Or not Kick. When it comes to Twitch, right? I think it is all dependent on how you act and who you allow, right? But I do realize that if you don't play by the rules, as in like if you try to go above or beyond, it's like, how's the best way to put it? You do have to fit a certain meta or give into certain things, right? In order to grow. If you've seen who's grown and how they grown. But I think it is possible to grow on which platform depending on how you do it, right? Because I saw this one VTuber who grew slowly just on Kick or Twitch, right? Who grew slowly just on Kick, right? And then you've seen others who grown slowly on just YouTube, others grown slowly just with TikTok, and you know, Jesus Stick is a perfect example of who's grown with just Kick. But I think when it comes to the things is that because Twitch is so well known, here's the thing. Twitch is more dedicated, was supposed to be for 13 and up, right? So that means teenagers, kids did have access to it, right? But there are certain metas that go borderline, certain things that probably shouldn't be seen to a kid, right? And with Kick, I don't know if you have to be 18 plus, but because of the rep it has, a lot of people will think it's for adults. Therefore, kids are probably less likely to be on here. I mean, you might have the trolls, but like the people who are serious about it are going to probably be adults, and the people who are gonna like it are gonna be people who want to speak more of their mind, right? But just because you can speak more of your mind doesn't mean you can be disrespectful. And even if you can speak more of your mind, you have to be considerate of the streamer and what they allow, what not, right? Because I might be a streamer with a curvaceous body, but it doesn't mean I want to be sexualized, right? It's not an invitation to sexualize me, right? And a lot of people do have the invitation because they're 18 plus and they're Lutuber, and it's like, you know, that's the whole point. And it's just like, okay, that's what they're comfortable with, but they still might have certain rules that you shouldn't cross. And some people be like, well, it's free speech, but it doesn't mean you're free of consequences. You have to be mindful of that. And you know, there's always people trying to push the boundaries regardless of where they're from. For example, like I was on YouTube, and just the other day people were like, hey, you should burp for us or vomit for us. I'm like, what? That just sounds so weird. Why would I even want to do that? So You just have to think about yeah, that's what I'm saying. What? It's just like that. You just have to think about what you're okay with doing, what's gonna push your boundaries, and you have to put a stop to it when it does push your boundaries. Like even on Twitch, I had someone, what's up, combos? I had someone was like, hey, dress up as a maid, dress up as a maid. They wouldn't stop saying dress up as a maid, dress up as a maid. I was just like, that's kind of how my villainous persona was getting enhanced, right? Because I was really supposed to be a princess. I'm like, oh my goodness, hey everyone, hi, how are you? Hope you're having a good one. And then I was just like, I didn't want to tolerate people being insulting or stuff to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put on a facade, because they're like, I was just like, you know what, $100, because I was just like, you know, that comes off as rude, asking for someone their money. But I was like, you know what else is rude? Asking someone to do something without you even knowing them or even having a connection. That's pretty darn rude too. So I was like, $100. They're like, what? That's insane. But they were still badgering. They're like, you know what, I don't even care if you block me or something, but you should still do what I say. I was just like, or I could just ban you, period. So it just really all depends on who it is. It's all fun and game till they send the $100. Listen, $100. I could literally be like, okay, dressing up in a maid VTuber. I could get a quick made VTuber. I could change my black hair real quick. Be like, hey, someone $500. $500 what? Upgrade my model. Hey, send me 5K. Listen, I'm just saying though, like they have to actually be like, you know, if I don't like the way she's acting, is it right for me to act this way? They're not gonna actually reflect on that. A lot of people don't want to realize what they've done. So it's like, okay, I'm just not even gonna entertain this person. So it's just like, yeah, okay. So don't get me wrong, it does kind of stunt my growth because I'm not playing into an idol. But I think it also helps me not have to deal with too many people who want me to conform or be a certain way. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. So yeah, I think that's why I just prefer being a villainess compared to being a princess. I'm like, well, you said peasants. I don't see you getting me the milk. It's giving such brokey vibes on XYZ.